The wrecked 83-foot fishing boat Jacob Pike was successfully refloated after salvage operations in the New Meadows River on August 7, 2024. The boat had sank following winter storms in January. This is from Bangalore Daily News, and it was published on the 13th of August, 2024. After 7 months of being submerged, the historic fishing boat Jacob Pike has finally been raised by the U.S. Coast Guard. But a descendant of Jacob Pike himself is fighting to save it from being destroyed. He is the great-great-grandson of Jacob Pike, the namesake of the refrigerated sardine carrier. His non-profit, the Jacob Pike organization, wants to refurbish the vessel and use it for education. But acquiring the boat has proven tricky. The Coast Guard towed the boat into Portland to be destroyed. The Coast Guard was asked to donate the vessel to the nonprofit, but because the Coast Guard doesn't own the boat, they can't donate it. The actual owner of the boat had a disagreement with the Coast Guard on how to remove the boat, which led to the town declaring it abandoned and giving the Coast Guard the authority to remove it under the Clean Water Act. The 75-year-old boat sank in storms in January of 2024. The Coast Guard can raise the boat and destroy it, but it cannot donate it. The Jacob Pike organization considered acquiring the title, but owning the title may come with the owner's fiscal responsibility for the boat's removal, which could total around $300,000. The Jacob Pike organization said it was not willing to take on any of the financial responsibilities. The organization wants to save the boat for its historical significance. Built by Newbert and Wallace in 1949, the boat was one of the first refrigerated sardine carriers. Moses Pike had the boat built and named it after his father Jacob. The Jacob Pike could carry 60 tons of sardines at a time, sometimes weighing the boat down so much that water would slosh over the deck. It carried sardines from American and Canadian fishing grounds to canneries across the coast. In 1997, the carrier found a new career in carrying lobster bait since the sardine industry was in decline. It was retired from fishing in 2022. Cleary, the man who owns the vessel now, purchased it last summer with the intent to refurbish it. But after his health declined, he was unable to continue the work and kept it moored for several months. The boat sank in the first of 2 January storms that devastated the coast. It's covered in marine growth and needs a lot of restoration before it can pass any kind of inspection to be seafaring again. If the Jacob Pike organization is able to obtain it, the organization will take it to Front Street Shipyard in Belfast to have it rebuilt. Once it passes the Coast Guard Certificate of Inspection, the organization would use it as an educational vessel. The vision is for people of all ages to come and learn about Maine's fishing and shipbuilding industry, using the Jacob Pike as a platform. It's the most storied sardine carrier on the East Coast. I really hope they get to save this old boat. She looks amazing, or did before she sank. Not many around that looks like this anymore, although it used to be a fairly common design. She has a really long history, just retired in 2022. Unfortunately, the guy who bought her with plans to fix her up didn't get the job done, and she sank in a storm and then sat on the bottom of the ocean for 7 or 8 months. That's a really, really long time. She's going to need a lot of TLC now, more than she needed before, that's for sure. Hopefully the Coast Guard and the government officials involved in this do the right thing and donate the boat to the organization that wants to fix it up. There's no reason to destroy this boat other than just because they can. Good luck to the Jacob Pike. Hopefully you get to sail again.